Pakate, Dragons of Tarkir. Let's see what we've got. Let's see. So far, it seems to be cards we've already mentioned before. Tread upon, target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until the end of turn. Not too bad. Negate, that was reprinted. Very nice card. Really like that Dragon Fodder was reprinted as well. Evolving Wilds. Twin Bolt! Interesting. Those of you who knew the original split cards, or I can't remember if it was not necessarily the original ones, but Fire and Ice, the card that's not quite named after, that the sword isn't quite named after. Anyway, it was 2 mana, 1/1 red, dealt 2 damage divided as you chose among any number of target creatures and or players. This kind of card is really, really nice. Works with Battlefield Thaumaturgist, reduces it to just being 1 red mana, better than Fork Bolt. Twin Bolt is not the same thing as an Arc Lightning, although we have Arc Lightning right now available in type, or in standard. So there's a lot of good removal against tokens, and I can only assume that's because we've got a lot of tokens and we've got more tokens coming. Naturalize, always good to have a little bit of removal. Duress, removal. Scion of Ugin, 4/4 for 6 colorless mana, flying. What's interesting about this card is it's not an artifact, but it's a colorless card. The only other time we've had something like that was the Eldrazi. Makes you wonder. Silk Wrap, enters the battlefield, exile target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less and opponent controls until Silk Wrap leaves the battlefield. This card is not quite Journey to Nowhere, but Journey to Nowhere was a little too powerful. And they wanted to get rid of the idea that it wasn't all one effect. That the reason why those cards were a little too powerful was you could play one of them to exile your opponent's creature and then respond by boomeranging, or casting Boomerang and returning the permanent to your hand with some spell or ability. Doing that meant that the second ability would trigger before the first ability resolved. So it would try to put a creature into play from exile that wasn't exiled yet. Then, after that trigger would resolve and nothing would happen, it would resolve to exiling the creature, which means the creature was gone and would not return. That's why it was a little too powerful. So now Silk Wrap has an intervening clause that it says until Silk Wrap leaves the battlefield. That creature returns under its owner's control. There. And that's how that works. Ojutai Monument. Let's set it over here. Ojutai Monument turns into a 4/4 blue and white dragon artifact creature with flying. And then Volcanic Vision. Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to each creature your opponent controls. And then you exile Volcanic Vision. That's interesting. That's 7 mana. Potentially, you could pull back some kind of red removal for lands or artifacts or any number of cards. And obviously, it exiles itself because that could be a game changer. You just pay 7 and then keep recycling it, pulling back the other one, casting the other one. So that's why it exiles itself. Interesting, though. White got a recursion card. Red got a recursion card. I don't think green did. Blue didn't quite. It got the ability to copy things. There may be a cycle here, and I'm not sure what the green one was. But, interesting pack, I think. We learned something. We may potentially see a scandal on the horizon. Perhaps Ugin is somehow tied to these Eldrazi creatures. Who knows? And thought this was an interesting pack. So, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. Hope tomorrow's even better. And take care, everybody.